need to be pursuing our passions.
Right. Right. Got some music on in the background, some heart healing music. Blah, blah, blah. Treadmill twice yesterday, only short bursts, maybe 5 minutes each. Rode my bike yesterday, went to the water, went to the park, came home. I actually ate meat yesterday. I think that's the first time this week, except for having fish twice. I think I do it just in case I'm missing some nutrients or whatever. So I just have a bit, I have a couple of eggs, you know. So once I'm a bit more weller and I can understand what I can eat, say I wanted to go veggie or something like that, and I maybe some I'm missing, I could figure out what that is and find a way to implement it. But I haven't got the energy to learn it. So at the moment, so that's it. We might get a guitar as well because we're not really doing anything. What do you call it? So I'm sitting here watching Rieki, but I could also sit here with a guitar. I don't really want to learn a guitar, to be honest. It's more of a piano thing, but we want to get it for the van. So we've got a new ideal for the van where we can get into a van a bit quicker if I haven't got the energy to because I'm not looking forward to fitting it out because it's obviously going to be a van's like that. So you've got to have a bit of a cutting going on to get things to shape and fit. And I just haven't got that energy anymore. So I was looking at a box. Where is it? A box van. So it's just square. Then you've got straight walls, aren't you? You could just put any kitchen carcass in it. You haven't got to shape it or anything. What else? And then the covers that you maybe would put above, they can just sit on the wall flat. Whereas on a van, it'd be more of an angle, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? So you have to cut that shape. I just don't want to do all that. So we had another idea about buying a tent and having a van. So we could put the tent somewhere and then we can use the van to sleep in. You know, maybe just have a dining tent, you know, where you put like a kitchen in the. I did scouts years ago, so that's what you used to have. You used to have like a dining tent. Didn't have a full surround. Then you could sit under there, it covers you from the ring. We had that ideal as well, so it's all good. Ooh, move my arms that way, thinking I got a guitar. So yeah, so no gaming, not for me anyway. So guitar, we got to get a guitar, but it's like they're about £300. I want to make sure I get the right one, and I'm not. My enthusiasm for learning what to buy and what not to buy is not great, if that makes sense. Usually, I'd like research what I need, what I don't need. Do you know what I mean? Let's say you were going to play a game and you needed a certain graphics card for it. You spend a lot of time trying to get the right price for a decent enough card. Do you know what I mean? Or if you want to buy a new TV, you'd spend a lot of time thinking, what size do I want? Do I want it to be? Do I want a good speaker on it, or do I just want to put a bar on it, a sound bar, or you know all that stuff? Is what's the viewing angles? You know, am I going to be sitting, you know, over here, and is it going to have a bad angle where I'm not going to be able to see it? You know what I mean? I don't know if that happens anymore on TVs, but years ago it did. So we've got some heart healing music on in the background. Oh, it's Rieki, man. We've got some fundamentals out of it now. I think we've watched about 8 hours of it this week, and I've probably picked up. This is what I've picked up. Do that at the beginning. You look at your, I think it's these two fingers here. Yeah. So when you're doing that, it's called gasha or something. And then you look down at them for say 3 to 5 minutes. I'll do say 3 to 5 minutes. You just meditate on it, something like that, you know. And then you, at some point, you put it up to your brain. I think this is more, well, for your third eye. This is more for giving Reiki treatments. Do you know what I mean, to somebody else? So I'm not too. So I mean, it's very holy what I've done. I've not learned enough. This is what I'm on about with the van. Fitting a van out. I can't have any holes in my mentality. I need to really be wanting it, and I haven't got that enthusiasm anymore. So, so I know it starts off with that. You look, meditate. You ask the Reiki angels or some of the Reiki energies to come. Some there's this what I watch. They say Reiki masters and whatnot. You do that, then you bring it up to here. And I think then you've got to think about the person. Don't know that bit yet because we're going to do it over the internet first. And then what else is it? Something else. And you got to look at the choker ray symbols. I'm trying to use my brain now. In a way, this is a good way for me to do this. I don't know where it's gone. I had a crystal somewhere with a choker ray symbol on it. And then you visualize that coming from your third eye onto your hands, and then that's what you would heal somebody with. But I think I would still do that for myself because I want to self-heal first and then get used to the habit of doing it. Do you know what I mean? So We've got to watch it again now. Bloody hell. Bit of a pain, isn't it? Hello there. Steamkind. How are you, buddy? Do you do yoga? I haven't done yoga for a bit. I was doing liver yoga beginning of the year, but my shoulder went, so I can't get my arm behind my back, so I couldn't do it anymore. I was doing something. I can't say if it was great because obviously I was only doing it for a little bit. So I would never like say something to somebody if I weren't quite sure about it. So I did do it for a bit. I could definitely feel something was going on with the yoga, whatever you call it, the liver yoga. Sorry, should I say? So we put Minecraft on last night. We got bored within 5 minutes. I'm not a fan of Minecraft. So I think it's all right when you're feeling really creative. You can do something every now and again, but I can't sit on that all day long. I don't know how people do it. Lego, I understand a little bit more because you've only got an hour and a half to put something together, and it's kind of beginning and end is over, and it's all tactile and 3D. Do you know what I mean? But Minecraft is not my strong suit, I'll say that. Right, so we got a box truck here. Let's see what she's done to her box truck. So we've got to get the channels showing again. So what else we got, peeps? So we've got to get the chat window to pop out. Chat pop out here. Hello there, King. How are you? Hello, Tucker. Hello, Kerry. Right. Moderation timestamps. Pop out chat is there. Right. Chat window. Properties. You should see the chat window in a minute. Chat. That's the chat. Popped out. Window. What's this here? Gonna look at this van. Hello, Kerry. I'm all right. Thank you. Right. Window capture. Property. I can hear my mic. Oh, who wants to hear their own voice, people? Properties. Mars. Oh, Miranda. All right. Chrome. She turned a 2500 box fan. Can you see that? Yes, you can. There we go. Box fan. We'll see what she's done with her box fan. I don't waste the beginning. They always make you stand outside for ages. So pop out chat is over here. Let's minimize that. There we are. Now I can see the chat. Right, what's that? Steam yoga, you can ask your question. You could have, but you never. Do a backflip. Nah, thanks. Shoulder pains, liver pains, chest pains. Hello, mate. Kerry, what's up? Do a backflip. No, sorry. Have a great time. You can go and watch somebody on YouTube do one if you want to. You won't be seeing me do one. Right, and my mic's still on. I don't want to hear my voice. You've got to put up with that, not me. So what's this van like then? She put a bed in there? She's got her bed in the back in the box bit. No, I'm not doing a backflip. See ya. My nose. Right, it's quite hot in my country at the moment, so we've got all the curtains shut to stop the heat coming into the house. Apparently. She's got a little shower. Think of that. When you live in that, you got no rent, no mortgage. All that money you're going to save, you can start enjoying your life, people. Imagine all the stuff you can do in the day when you're not paying all your mortgage and your rents. Get away from the Wi-Fi as well. Get away from your TV apps as much. You still use them, but you can't use them as much when you're living in a van because obviously you've got the power side of things. Makes you start experiencing real life again. It's quite a little simple shower, isn't it? Boom, bed there, straight away. You got your bedroom. Boom, shower there. Boom. That's actually, I had that layout every day in my head. 2,500 box fan. I'm Russian. Can't you tell? It's a joke. Bit like your backflip joke. You're in Aussie land, are you? Nice one. Down under, eh? They got your country a bit locked down, haven't they? It's a bit hard to get in your country. They're a bit of a... You got a bit of an invisible fence around your country. My favourite Aussie, Steve Irwin. Sadly, he's not with us anymore. Such a light he was. Such a beautiful, bright light. Playing a didgeridoo, are you? Yeah, I'm a fan of Steve Irwin. Such a beautiful, bright light he was. Quite a bit of space there, isn't it? Gonna get a guitar soon. Don't know which one though. See how simple it is? Just got to chuck a sofa in there. You haven't got to muck about too much. Screw it to the ground. I haven't got. With a van, I'm gonna have to really struggle. This is so simple. Just a few kitchen cabinets. Bang a sofa in there. Bang a mattress up there. Do you know what I mean? This is just so much easier. But I would insulate the top just to stop the heat and the rain, or figure out some way of getting the rain noise off. Maybe you could put like a canopy above you when you parked. So I don't know. Sorry, don't know who he is. No offense. Stephen Irwin, such a beautiful bright light. He was such a beautiful bright light. Don't you want to talk about Steve Irwin? Just a beautiful bright light. His light was put out too soon. Let's talk about Steve Irwin. Hey, look how simple it is. It ain't got muck about hiding it. Do you want to talk about Steve Irwin now? One of your home people, one of your brightest lights in your world, in your country. That's a light worker, that was. Still don't want to talk about Steve Irwin now. I want to keep avoiding that one, yeah? I wouldn't have this much workspace. I'd have about that much. Yeah, then I could put a computer chair here. I wouldn't have this worktop. I'd cut the worktop about there. I'd have a computer table here. Then I could sit there and watch the TV, and I could also sit there on the chair, but just swing the chair out of the way. Is he? Yeah, still don't want to talk about Steve Irwin though. Beautiful, beautiful light worker he was. Beautiful light worker. Anyway, I got to get on with my video. Right. This is so simple. You know what I mean? It's just literally what I said. You just got a square, boom, and you just put a bit of a worktop in. I wonder if you can get like narrow, not so deep worktops, so to give you a tiny bit more floor space. I'm not sure what. I suppose you could put. That wouldn't be big enough, though, would it? I don't know. I could put these that are on the walls on the floor. That would give me more foot space. I don't need that much worktop space. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, that might work. That doesn't make it too that doesn't make it. Hello there, Jordan. Got a lot of purple people in today. Do you like Steve Irwin as well, Jordan? I like Steve Irwin. Well, I don't know why you would tell me, because you've not said it on here yet, so. Anyway, I've got to get on with my Reiki learning. Reiki lesson 2. Right, we've got to find it. I'm trying to watch it on a small window. It's a bit awkward. There we are, Reiki level 2. Free energy healing, baby. Yeah. There we are. The Husa-un symbol is for distance healing. Why am I still hearing? All right. You got 156 sub complete. What does that mean? Do you mean subscribers? You're guaranteed 500. You're guaranteed 500. You used to be guaranteed 1,000, as long as you keep uploading or streaming. But now you're guaranteed 500. Because they'll want you to stay on the platform, so they'll give you subs. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you might go to Twitch and they'll get, they'll lose you as a person that's uploading content for them for free. So you're guaranteed 500 as long as you upload. I got to 500 really fast. Well, not fast, but I was getting it quite quick. And it's just all of a sudden slowed down since I've been doing the Reiki 2. Reiki 1 and Reiki 2. It's all of a sudden my subs has kind of gone down a little bit. It's really slowed down. I think I've had about 4 this week, where usually I'd get maybe 20 in a week. 20, maybe 15. 15 in a week, something like that. Obviously, it depends how many times you stream as well. And I've been streaming more as well, so... That apparently this can help children, well, people with burns. You know what I mean? So if you can't be touched, you can still give Reiki energy for free, and it won't touch them physically. It just touches them on an energy level. That's really intriguing, interesting, and kind. Well, done. Let's move on. Bye-bye, Carrie. This can work on world peace as well, apparently. The Hon Sha. I can't say it. Hon Sha Zay, show, nen. Bloody hell, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Do that again. This is the bit we're interested in, so we've got to keep watching this. Today we're going to let it play through at some point. By 1, we'll probably have let it played through, and then we can try level 3 next week. Do that, and then go back and do level 1, level 2, level 3. Then we're going to pay for the course, and then we're going to look for a guitar. Once we do this, we've got to get through level 3. Once we do that, we're going to get onto Honshe, third symbol, Honshe, Shan. Honshe, Shan. And that. Whoop-bow! Choke Ray first. Ho Shan Shan Shay Shay in the middle. And Choke Ray. I already got that one as well. Ooh. Oh. Works on deep-seated diseases and works on long-standing problems. Can channel Rieki to another person into a... Right. Right, so that's the bit we need to activate then. So, right. The third symbol, so... Let's go back to the second symbol, say Hecky. Which one's that? Oh my gosh, I'm so pickled. I think I know what that one is. That's the sound. Yeah, say Hecky. I know that one. Right. Okay. So we'll start again. Right. You got a big forehead. No one can see it. Don't worry about it. You're just being you, baby. What's that meant? I am older, yeah, for sure, man. I'm 52, man. Got to be 18 for this channel. Set to adults only. Well, not for kids. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What does not kids mean on YouTube? Does that mean 13 and above, 16 and above, 18 and above now? They've changed the rules, haven't they? I don't know if they have. I don't follow all the control mechanisms of the world. I'd just be me, baby. Me, be free in a van. We know this. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know how old you got to be for YouTube anymore. I got it set not for kids. Right, we got our curtain shut. It's definitely a little bit better on temperature. Apparently my computer says it's 23 degrees. This is a very cheap thermometer. In here it is 28 apparently. The computer says 23 outside, 28 inside. So we'll see if this goes down over the next couple of hours, because we've just shut down all of our curtains and stuff in our house. Apparently it stops the sun coming in, hitting the walls, which warms your room up. So now the sun can't come in and hit the walls. Therefore, in theory, the temperature should go down. That was 28 degrees on that thingy then. So we'll have to see later. Choke ray is a protecting symbol. Don't spam. You want to type something? Type something. It's fine. Like I said, it's set to not for kids. No offense. I don't know. I don't edit anymore. I edit when I play a game. I don't play any games anymore, so I don't really edit anymore now. I paid for Premiere Pro. I don't use it anymore now. I think I've paid for it for a bloody year as well. Doop. There we are. I did say. To activate the Seiheki symbol, you must first draw the choker ray. And then draw the Seiki Reiki on top of the choker ray symbol, and then turn the word Seiki Ray. Ah, okay. Didn't learn that bit before. Watched this many times, but I probably blacked out there. Finally, you draw the Choke Ray symbol on top of the Seiki Ray. Remember to intone the word Choke Ray 3 more times. I guess you weren't subscribers. So this can help with somebody with some mental issues, you know, mental health issues or something, you know, mental blocks or something, it's saying. It's intriguing, isn't it? You don't need to take a tablet. Can help with people with addictions, weight loss, or unwanted habits. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You've got all these people out there who've got addictions and they think that they got to wait in a queue for 6 months, or they got to pay £10,000 to go to a detox center, or they think they've got to take some tablets to help them quit smoking, which could be quite detrimental to their body and their mental health. And this could possibly help with that. It's quite amazing, isn't it? Anybody could do this. Everybody's, no one's typing anymore. Okay, I don't know why. We got, hello Poppy, I need the toilet, give me a sec. I don't know if you know this, Poppy. You were saying about it yesterday. It says, I don't know if I just missed that part of the video. Steam Kind's finally subbed. Yay! Nice one. Right, where is it? It says here somewhere. There. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's showing on the thingy because sometimes it doesn't show. Can you not see that? Right, I'll move my chat window. See, it says there. He's using the words, the Choco Ray. I'm not sure what that one's called. The say Heiki, yeah? So the Choco Ray needs to be written on top of that one. And then that, you know what I mean? Does he mean write it side by side like it looks? So 1 for 1, 2, then 3. But he's saying on top. Does that mean I've got to write this on top of that and then write the ever choke array on top of that? So it just starts looking like a jumble of freaking, wouldn't make any sense if you looked at it. Or does he mean this? You write one on the left, one on the middle, and one on the right, and then that one's in the middle? Or does he actually mean I need to write that one first, then write this one on top, and then write this one on top? Then it's a sandwich. So what does he mean? Do you know what I mean? I don't quite get it. That's what he's saying. I don't know if that's what you know. Have a look. All right. I write this symbol in the air, then do the second one on top. Right, I get you. Because he's writing it like that, and I'm thinking, have I got to put it like that, like a sandwich like this? Or have I got to put it like a sandwich like that? Do you know what I mean? So that's all right. I can do that. So it's like, I'm not sure which way you start. I think it's that way. Go all the way down. You do 1, 2, and then it's choker ray again. But I'd write that on top of each other, right? Okay. I see the people do it in the videos, but I'm not sure what symbols they were doing. Now, obviously, watching this a few times, I might start. I can think I can make that one out when they do that one sometimes, but I don't understand the other ones. Thank you. So you got to write it on top, right? So it is like a sandwich that you make a sandwich on a table. Thank you. This is all you need. This is why I'll eventually pay, like you said, have a weekend course. What I'll do is I'll learn this all on the internet, and then I will pay. I'll do their course, and I'll pay for it, yeah. But then when I've got it, I'll go and do it physically with somebody for a weekend or 5 days, and then I can be more tactile with it and ask a couple of questions. I like to ask questions. You know what I mean? You can learn a lot out of a video, but you'll never learn the finer elements. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a 52-year-old, mate. So I'm happily divorced. So I'm a free man, baby. Basically, I'm free. I'm a free man. I'm gonna get even more free soon when I get a van. I gotta get a box van by the look of it. But we're thinking about just getting a van and a tent, and then we can live in the tent and sleep in the van with a mattress or something. Then we haven't got to set a van up. I think you'd love a proper in-person course. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do this first as a kind of like, just to get some fundamentals in my head. So I understand the symbols, I understand what they mean, you know, and I understand what they're for. And then when I'm a bit confused, I can ask a few questions. I did an electrical course years ago. It was really easy, but when he wanted me to do stuff in my head, which was like the testing and expecting, do you know what I mean? Because you can't see where stuff's going because it's all invisible. Do you know what I mean? I got a bit pickled there. So that's where I needed to ask questions, you know what I mean? But I was very unwell at the time, so I didn't really get the questions and the brain wasn't functioning right. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just quicker, isn't it? I haven't got the motivation to set a van up. Do you know the vans are like that kind of shape? You've got to do all the silly shapes to get the cabinets on the walls because it's a curve. So I thought about a box van. So it's just flat. You just put kitchen cabinets in and you can just put a sofa in. You haven't got to muck about too much. But then I haven't really got the motivation to do the kitchen side of it. So I thought, well, I'll just get a van and then I can get a tent and then I can find somewhere to stick the tent without telling anybody where it is. And then I can just set up maybe a dining tent, and that could be my kitchen for, say, a week. Because they're easy to put up dining tents. You haven't really got any sides. You know, it's just a couple of poles and some ties going out, what we call them, ropes, I don't know. And then I can sleep in the van. So that'd be all right. And I can put a bike rack on the back of the van, and I haven't got to muck about too much because I need to get out of here. I need to go somewhere else for a bit. I need 3 months away from this space, you know? Even if I just do it for 30 days, you know, I could go and park near a seaside town or something like that and be near the sea every day. I need something like that, you know. I'm fed up of seeing this plasterboard wall. I can't go out in my front of my place because I can't do my front drive because something happened a couple of years which made me too ill. And it's a double road up there anyway, and it just won't. It doesn't feel great, you know, out there. I think I'm picturing parking near. I wouldn't call it the ocean. I don't know what we're surrounded by. The sea. I don't think we got an ocean around us, but I ain't got a clue. I'm no good with that geography stuff. So free is freedom. No rent. My rent's 950. It's scary, and it should be more. At least 1100 to get for this. Yeah, I don't mind a base. If I was to play a game and I was going to be a game streamer, I'd need a base. But I don't want to play games anymore. I don't need a base. Do you know what I mean? So, and like I said the other day, I could muck about with a guitar. I always wanted to play the piano, but I can muck about with a guitar in a van. Do you know what I mean? I want to sit outside. I'm fed up of this where I am now. I'm sitting here now. I'm enjoying the fact that I can learn. I'm enjoying the fact that I have got a computer here. I've got a TV on my left. I've got a kitchen behind me and I got a toilet. I never use my bedroom. Do you know what I mean? I only use the toilet to go toilet in. And I only use the kitchen to make a coffee now and again and to get some water, you know? That's basically it. And I make 1 meal a day, you know? So I don't need all this stuff, you know? And the rent's too high. So I'd rather just sit. I need to sit. I'd love to be now sat outside of a van with a breeze going by me. Yeah. Maybe a book on my left. Guitar, muck about with a guitar, a book, maybe meditate, and just wake up for 45 minutes with a breeze and sunlight and sky. Not this, you know, not ceiling, plasterboard wall. I've got a big piece of cardboard in the window there because I never got a chance to get a bedroom because of the where I live. They're horrible. So yeah, this is getting annoying sitting here and in the morning, and this is my life at the morning time. Just doing my head in. If I would have had a garden, it would have been a bit different. And I lived on a first floor, a ground floor flat with a garden. My life would be a little bit different because I could go out the back door, sit on a patio table, and I'd have a bit of that air, bit of greenery around me. But I've had enough of this plasterboard shit. Had enough of it. No, I don't want a dog. Definitely don't want a dog. They got parasites in them. I've had nothing but colon problems for 3 years. Parasite cleansing out my yin yang. You know what I mean? I'm trying to cut down on meat so I don't get parasites. And then you got a dog licking his butt all the time, licking your face. No thanks. I've had enough colon problems. I'm in the middle of doing colon cleanse now and some frequencies for parasites. I've had enough parasites. I just spent £105 on a brand new set of tablets, 90 days worth for parasites. So this is the last time I do it. I did it year and a half ago. Spent about £400 that year. We were doing, what was that tea called? I forget the tea. Wormwood tea. We did that. That stuff's freaking horrible. I did 3 weeks of that. 3 different sessions of a week of wormwood tea. It is not nice, people. Plus I got, what else have I got? I think that's the parasite one as well. If I never won some drops for parasites. My eyes aren't very good with these glasses. That's a never parasite cleanse, I'm pretty sure. Wormwood tea was vile, man. Yeah, no dogs for me. Ugh. I don't mind working with nature, feeding. I got some pigeons. I got a friendly pigeon. I got some friendly pigeons. I go by the water, and I got this pigeon with 1 foot. He keeps coming up to me, and he sat next to me yesterday. He sat on the bench. I was feeding him, and then there was like 10 of them. They were all like, I felt like the Birdman of Alcatraz or something. I don't know what you call it. All the pigeons were on me bench. 2 pigeons I see now with one's got a foot completely missing, and one's got one that's like all mangled up. Like, so I don't know what happens to them. I don't know if people are being horrible to them. Pigeons are a bit weird to me sometimes. They seem to want to poo on me. It's like they do it on purpose. And I think I've just fed you. But the pigeons down by the water, they've just been nice. They stay on the ground. They don't try and get in the tree above me so they can dump on me. You know what I mean? I fed a pigeon a few times in the park, and he's purposely landed right on the tree above me, and I've watched him. And I go, I know what you're going to do. And I've got out of the way, and he's dropped one on me. But I'm out of the way. I know what he's going to do. So some of the pigeons are a bit dark, I reckon. Bit low vibe. The most funniest part I ever had a pigeon when I was years ago. I was about, I don't know, 18, 19 at the time. My friend was driving a car. You know, when you first drive a car, I wasn't able to drive. I don't think he was able to drive. Or he was driving us downtown. You thought it was all cool. You had the sunroof open. I'm sat behind in the back seat because they always wanted to sit in the front. So I'm sitting in the back seat and I just watched this pigeon shit through his sunroof. And it went right on his shoulder. It was the perfect moment. And I'm sat behind to watch it perfectly. Do you know what I mean? The timing of that to go through the sunroof to land on his shoulder, and I'm sat in the back, and this is when we were just stopped. So you're like in a micro traffic jam, but it's not a traffic jam. We were going to move soon. Perfect timing. Absolutely perfect. That is a technical one, isn't it? Oh shit. Get in trouble for sharing the screen sometimes. Each knee. That's all I can remember. I used to count. I did a bit of karate for a few years, and I remember the counting. Us means yes. Each means one. Ni, I think, means two. I can't remember three. Sanso, I don't know. No worries. Better for you, a tea. I'm drinking coffee. The coffee I got is quite a healthy one, but I do drink a bit too much of it again. I was down to 2 a day, now I'm back on 6. Idiots giving me shit all the time. Don't really need this stuff. I can bypass that. We don't need to learn that yet. There. Thanks for the thumbs up. Somebody was spamming for ages, trying to interrupt me learning this. As soon as I put subscriber only mode on, haven't seen him since. Trying to interrupt me on this. little bit more attention being paid now. I've got people trying to put me off when I'm doing this. We ain't got any spammers now. So there's a hole in here again. I've spaced out somewhere in. So I understand choco rate is the foundation. $24 now. Where did I put that thing in? Still 28 degrees. Can I show that? Visualize symbols. Third eye. Hands. Self-heal. I hardly get any wrist pain when I've got my copper magnetic bracelet on. Hardly ever get any wrist pain. As soon as I take it off, within a couple of days, I start getting this really bad pain that it makes me keep clicking. Whereas I don't want to click now. Even though I could click it, I don't feel the pain, so I don't think I got to click. It's just a subconscious thing. Piece of copper, people. No tablets. some magnets on it as well, and this is only a cheap one. No tablets. I feel like nervous tension in my legs. And if I was sat outside now and my feet were grounded and I had the sky, I don't think I'd have this much nervous tension in my legs. I think I can feel it. I'm not shaking. My legs aren't shaking. I haven't got restless legs at the moment, but there's just nervous tension in the knee area, getting near the thigh, and a bit in the feet. I can feel the tingles in the feet and the knee and the upper part towards the thigh. If I was outside now, I reckon that would. I haven't got restless legs. I got a grounding mat here. It's not as good as obviously being out is connected to it, but if I was outside now, I think I'd be quite relaxed in my legs. I'm gonna try and concentrate on this and watch it all. Now I'm not gonna rewind. I'm just gonna let it play through so I finish level 2. Such a hard one to draw, that one, isn't it? We've written it down in this little book, I think. This is the best way for me to remember stuff, is I learn, write it down, then I can flick to it instead of trying to roll back all the time. So but oh, wrong bloody mouse. So that symbol there, if I got to do that one on top of that one. No, that one on top of that one. Don't need that one though, do I? That's for mental stuff. Fuck. Start again. Ah! Thank you for connecting with me. Right. It definitely doesn't feel as hot. I can't find my ball. There are. We just did somebody's dog. See if it works. Always wash your hands first. Can't find the proper one. Gotta use this one. Right. Done. Right. We did it for a dog. We'll see what happens if it's good or bad. There's all my viewers, all my spammers gone, eh? Trying to destabilize what I'm doing. It's so obvious. I didn't do any of this for 2 or 3 years. Sat on my game stream for 2 or 3 years with no views, completely isolating. No one to talk to, no one to help, no one to grow my channel. As soon as I'm doing Reiki, I got people coming in, chatting rubbish left, right, and center. And as soon as you put subscriber only mode on, it goes quiet. Do you know what I mean? So. Right, done. Let's let this one play out now. How long is it? 57, 40 minutes. Right, we just did this, but we did it slightly wrong. So we did that one. And we did that one, and we did that one. We didn't do that one. Right. So we should have done... Didn't do that either. Didn't do that. I closed the session between me. We grind you. Connect you back to Earth. You're connected back to Earth. Right, we didn't do some of this right. We missed 2 things out. Ah! Ah! Bloody fans blowing stuff up my nose, and I just blown my nose. Everything's gonna be okay. Where's my mouse gone? Oh dear. I know. I'm getting it. It's taken a while, mine. I've really got to intently like stop, pause, repeat it in my mind, and read. I've not been doing these things. It's like 3 elements to doing it, and my brain's just, what's the point? What's the point? And I gotta just keep repeating it, repeating it, repeating it. Realize I'm 4 days in, and say, come on, man, just put effort in for a minute. That's literally what it's like for me now. Do you know what I mean? Hi again. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Send Reiki to the future. Reiki can be sent into the future ahead of time to important events such as a wedding, a driving test, exams, competitions, job. Be available at the because you may not always be available at a particular time to send Reiki to someone, or even yourself instantly, for a wonderful way to ensure that the power of Reiki is flowing. Feel free to type. I'm just learning Reiki, mate, so. You want to talk about Reiki? Talk about Reiki. That's what I'm doing. As the title says. Let's get electrolytes. you want to talk about Reiki, talk about Reiki, mate. That's what my channel's about today. So I put in my title what the channel's about on the day. So unless I'm just chilling and chatting, that's when I'm chilling and chatting, and I'm watching Reiki. Some electrolytes, some amino acids, some berberine, some milk thistle, some beetroot, my parasite cleanse, and what's that everything? Broccoli extract, like Sephora thing. You know, a bit of purple broccoli. Beetroot. Yeah, I'm not going to keep saying hi, mate. You got much going on your channel there, Jordan. Get some work on your channel, man. Get some uploads going. Get it going, baby. There, mate, your spam's a bit much, so I'm gonna get it up to 30. You didn't know you got 6 subscribers? That's intriguing. Never 30 minutes, then we're going to go on the treadmill.
Ding ding, I fucking look at this. I got justice on the bottom. Justice coming. Ding ding, I fucking look at this. I got justice.
Hello and welcome. If this session has found you,
hundreds of books.
Nah, mate. You're a spammer. I'm going to put it up to a minute. You're just a spammer. You're trying to put me off my video. I'm going to put up to a minute now. Have fun. Huh?
"78-year-old celebrated former Conservative politician and media person."
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna ban you in a minute, mate. You're just a spammer, dude. You're not interested in my channel, my content, so I will ban you. You're blatantly not over 13 because you're just spamming. So I will ban you. So my channel is obviously not of interest to you. You should subscribe to my gaming channel, Mills Tips. Go and subscribe to that one. That might interest you.
Have you ever stopped to think about why the most you
We'll do this. We'll get through this. We can watch these videos in there. Yeah, but you're not of any use to my channel, mate. You're not interested in what I'm doing. You're just interested in spamming, you know? You can always unsubscribe, mate. It's fine. Oops. Do 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 do. Nice one. Enjoy your Sunday. I'm going to enjoy mine. I'm going to go on my treadmill in a minute. Watch some videos. Watch this video. Going to do my treadmill. Think about my dinner. Make sure I got enough stuff for my dinner. I'm not sure if I got enough stuff. I think I got carrots, purple broccoli. I think I got sprouts. I got some cabbage. I think I got sweet corn as well still. So I might have enough. This is interesting. See ya. Enjoy your Sunday. All right. I didn't know you could do this. See ya. I haven't got chat on anymore, mate. I can't see it, so. Just cheerio. That's it. I won't be looking at it again now. Thank you for connecting me, Reiki Angels, Reiki Energy. Thank you for connecting with me. So. Shoulder. Right, how long we got? 10 minutes, probably about 8 minutes. I missed this bit. Yeah, right. Bloody hot, man. It's got hot all of a sudden. Could be the Rieki, baby. Chest pain's going. Should alleviate about 25%. Nothing. It's working. Pain's gone. Can't find me drink. Oh, there it is. Can't feel my chest pain now. It's gone. It's like a little knot inside. Slightly undone. 60, 70% better. It gotta be. Can feel something, but that could be remnants of my mind. Yeah, those team. Yeah. Doing Reiki lesson 2. I've been doing it for about 5 days now. Picked up a little bit now. Got some fundamentals, but there's some holes. So we're going to do level 3 tomorrow. The next day and the next day. I got to cut some grass for me dad this week and cut a hedge for him. And then tidy his lounge up. So got to look for a box fan as well. I don't know what driving license you need. Got to look into what I need. I got a driving license, but what can I drive with my driving license? Class, I don't know what they call it. Screen time? I don't know what that means. What do you mean by my screen time? I'm a bit un-internet savvy. My chest pain's gone. Huh? Don't know what you mean, mate. I don't know what screen time means. I haven't got a clue, bud. How would I know how much time have I watched YouTube for? I wouldn't have a clue, bud. Do you know what I mean? I just watch YouTube and learn stuff off of YouTube. I don't really watch rubbish content. Do you know what I mean? I actually, there is some function into the stuff that I watch. Much time you use your PC phone? Phone, hardly ever. My phone is on airplane mode 90% of the time. Hardly ever use my phone. Hardly ever use Discord. Hardly ever play a game now. All I do is learn Reiki at the moment. Same as somebody who probably goes to college and they learn college probably 8 hours a day. I've been learning Reiki this week about 10 hours. So done about 10 hours of Reiki this week. Done some exercise this week. So most of the stuff I do is the time I use is productive in the sense of I'm streaming, I'm entertaining, I'm learning while I'm streaming. I'm not just sitting here saying, look at me, hit the donation button. I'm not wasting my time, you know. I'm not sitting here watching somebody else stream. I'm actually streaming outwards, putting out my information, talking about my stuff, helping people across the internet. People are learning off of me. Some people won't expose themselves across the internet, but they're learning something from you. Do you know what I mean? They won't admit that, a lot of people, due to egos and all that, you know. But I know they do. So I learn stuff from YouTube videos I watch now and again. I've learned something today on Reiki. I learned something the other day. Somebody was chatting to me, Poppy. Poppy comes in. She's helped me a little bit with Reiki. So Poppy has found my channel while I'm trying to learn Reiki. She happens to have done Reiki for 30 years. And she helped me learn something today or yesterday. I can't remember what it was because I didn't understand one bit. And she's helped me with that. Without streaming, that wouldn't have never happened. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite productive what I do, you know? So... So I've just done Reiki lesson 2, and I'm going to be going on to wherever it is, Reiki number 3. So we'll spend a few days, 4 days on this one, and then we're going to watch each one again. Just let it run through 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to buy the course. Then we're going to complete the course, and then we're going to find somebody else who does it physically in the real world, and we're going to do it with them. Maybe a weekend course, a week course. I don't know what it'd be. So it's more physical. So it's not just internet. And then I'm going to, in that time, in between that, I've already got a YouTube channel, but I've got to find out how to connect to it with this OBS thing. Because this is a completely new setup. So we're going to connect to that and then start doing Reiki on there to go out to help people. So there's some productivity in there. Now, I think if you want to do super chats and all that, you've got to push your channel like quite a bit. Do you know what I mean? And you've got to be careful what you say on your channel, obviously, as well. So before I was doing Reiki, my channel was all right. I was probably getting about, I don't know, 15 subs a week, 16 subs per week. It's gone down a bit now. I think I've had about 5 or 7 this week, something like that. So it's gone down a little bit, but I got to learn it. Otherwise I can't help people, you know? So I spent years playing a game, trying to coach people on games, and if you're not getting views, they're watching the ones that are cheating. So you're sitting on your channel with no views. They're all watching the cheaters play. I can't combat a cheater. You know what I mean? So we'll do this. And this I could do in my van. I can't play a game in my van. I can't play a game in a tent, but I could do this in a tent. All I need is a mobile phone just to pass on the healing. So none. Never earned anything from YouTube. Ever. I've done YouTube 6 years, 7 years on gaming, never earned a penny. And I've done... This has only been for about 1.5 years. This is more of a vlog. What you're on now is my vlog. It's not about me making money. It's about me vlogging like you would journal. I used to journal, write down, journal. But this is better. I can go back and watch what happened that week, that month, whatever, you know. I can refer to it. So this is showing up, me learning Reiki. A year ago, I was doing a keto diet. So that'll show up. A year ago, I was doing a keto diet. I'm kind of half keto now. I've done Reiki. You've seen me exercise on here. I'll be doing my DIY soon on here. I'll be live streaming that though. So gives me something to do. Do you know what I mean? Some people are just couch potatoes, sitting there with a controller, watching TV, playing with their phone, watching TV, playing with their phone, playing with their phone. I'm sitting there learning stuff on here. Do you know what I mean? So that's good enough for me. It's a vlog. I look at it as a journal. It's my journal. I can go back and see what I said that day or what happened that day or that week, that month, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's good. All right, it's quite good. It's definitely a good thing for streaming and YouTube. You can vlog yourself. Therefore, you've got a little bit of a diary or a journal. So I think that's quite good. That's quite positive. Anyway, people, have a good day. I got to go and exercise on my treadmill. I got to make some dinner. I got to go on my vibrating plate as well. I'm going to go and do my vibrating plate now while I watch some videos in the background to give me some information that I need to learn. See you later, people. Nice chatting to you. Have a good day. Ciao.